Habit number 4 is to invest by percent, not dollar amount. When I got my first raise, I celebrated by upgrading everything. I remember too exactly what I bought. I went to the Nike store across the street and I got myself a pair of Air Max 270s. Let me double check that that's the right shoe. I'm almost positive. Air Max 270s. 270. Yep. Yeah, the all white Air Max 270s. That was the first thing I did with my money, but I upgraded everything. I went out to eat more. I bought more clothes. I traveled more. I just spent more money because I was making more money and it felt good to have it. The problem is at the end of the month, I would be just as broke as I was before because I'd spent all the excess money. I wasn't saving anything extra. And that's called lifestyle creep. This is a huge problem that just about all of us face at some point in our lives. It comes in waves too. You make more money, you spend a little bit more, you cut back, then you make more money, you spend a little bit more, then you cut back again. It's a cycle that we all kind of go through to some extent. I'm going through it right now. I'm cutting back a little bit because this year I spent a bit too, or last year I spent a bit too much on DoorDash. That was my guilty pleasure last year. It is what it is. We just learn and we move on. But the best way I've found to combat this is to invest by percent, not by dollar amount. What I mean by this, when I was young, I would invest a set dollar amount each month. So I would tell myself, I'm going to invest $100 this month because that feels reasonable. And then I would make more money and I'd still invest $100 because that was my set goal. The problem is my investing technically goes down proportionate to the amount of income I'm making as I'm making more. So by investing by percentage, like right now I'm investing 25%. I recommend investing 25% or working towards that. That's a whole nother video. Actually, my last video, you can check that one out. But the point is, by investing by percentage, your investment grows proportionate. What you pay yourself grows proportionate to the income that you're making. And your spending also increases proportionally. So it's not all sacrifice. Again, I want to harp on that. This doesn't have to all suck. We can have some fun along the way. So you do get to increase your lifestyle. You just have to proportionately increase the amount you're paying yourself. And so that's why investing by percentage is a lot easier than picking or setting a dollar amount that you're going to invest each month, because you're going to have to go in and recalculate that every single time that you make more money. And inevitably, if you're like me, you're not going to recalculate that right away. You're going to enjoy the money a little while, then you're going to figure out like, oh shit, I'm spending too much. I need to go back in and figure out what's going wrong. We just want to avoid that as much as possible. So invest by percent, not by dollar amount.